All right, so this is a quick recap. Okay, we have this little app here, and then you can search for budget. Okay, this one has a front end UI, and you can do an input and click on a button that actually searches for the back, and you can see the little results. Okay, all right, so that's what we have. So we're gonna show you to gradually move to the generative AI part. But first of all, we need to talk briefly about the tools. Okay, a lot of you actually already use Cursor, Cloud Code. I've been talking about this frequently, but I still know that a lot of you haven't used this before. The reason of using all the tools is very simple because right now, if you want to use Gen AI to help you, for example, I want to show the text, okay, in a better like a format or style, right? So let's actually find out this. Okay. What you can go is go to ChatGPT, okay? Just say improve the following butter uh, text style to show the list of food items in JSON format so that it looks more professional. Okay, so I put the code here, and then they're gonna do a lot of style and decoration and everything. Um, and yeah, so they add a whole container. We'll talk about a container, which is a way to decorate things. All right, and then that's even more cleaner version. And then they actually did also bring some kind of a Dart converter to be able to parse it. Okay, so let me actually bring this one first. Okay, so I'll get this code, use that one to replace this. Okay, so it was a text here, but now we're putting this one inside here. It's called selectable text. Okay, so I'm going to delete that. All right, and then they also asked us to do the import the JSON library that we can convert this, and then obviously we need to put this one somewhere, maybe in this class. Okay, all right. So then they are looking at the search results. Okay, so we need to change this one here. Okay, make sure that works. All right, so let's just see what that looks like. I'm gonna rerun the app. Okay, so something like this looks like a better style. And I do 10 and I search. All right. Yeah, it gets us the result, but it's not really showing. Okay, so what you do is that you go to ChatGPT to say that, this is not showing correctly. I can't provide other things, but let's see. All right, looks like they're trying to do things right here. Um, Maybe a better way is that we need to show them how and where we're changing the search results. So the search result is actually coming from our button. Okay, let's find out where we're fetching that one. Okay, right here. So we're getting this. Maybe this is where we should do. Okay, so by the way, this is where we are getting the result. I'll put the code here to see if that actually going to make any difference, so that they understand the code concepts. Okay, so yeah, looks like we're not updating some of the field. And all right, as you can see, this is just getting a lot more complicated. Um, so what I want to do here is I'm going to stop here because I was trying to show this example. I was trying to convince you why you can't just always use ChatGPT like this. Because very quickly, you're going to see that this is not going to work. Okay, because you got too much things going on here. Okay, and then you're only getting a little code piece here. And then they don't know the whole context. They don't know other parts of the code. And you go back here, track and forth. back and forth to try this one, it's just going to the dead end like this. Okay. So if you're asking very specific thing, okay, I just want to make this text bigger, nicer, then this is fine. But then if you're talking about very complex things that's collaborate, for example, as they are calling us to adding that JSON stuff, they didn't tell us exactly where to add those. Okay, so they only told us to add this one here, but they didn't specify because they don't know what our file looks like. Okay, so it's getting harder. Okay, so let me try one more time. I don't want to give up. I'm gonna give this whole file. Okay, let me just go back to this whole thing. Okay, so I'm gonna give the whole file. Okay, so now let's start from scratch. Here is my entire code. Please directly make the changes on this file, and I will copy the whole thing. Okay, so this file should be okay. They should be able to handle that much token. All right, so now this is better because then they actually get this in here, and then they are adding that little results probably somewhere here, pretty print the results, and they kind of figure out other parts, this, make some changes, and then they are adding the text, which is in the container somewhere. All right, they actually did a lot more refactoring. They show they put everything to the result panel. Anyway, let me try this one to see if it's we have any luck. Okay, so going back here, this time I'm going to be more aggressive. I'll copy the whole code. Okay, looks like everything's fine. I'm going to rerun this one. All right, so looks like it's better now. It's a result string here. I'm going to do 10 and try to search, and then this just give us a better results. Okay, just basically pretty printing the result for us by adding all these styles. Okay. However, as you can see, this is not going to scale. Okay, small issue like this you can do with the regular ChatGPT, Gemini, whatever you're using. Once you pass that level, okay, it's not going to work for you to build the AI. Oh, sorry, build a whole app with AI. That's why you must switch your AI tool to the professional coding oriented generative AI tool. Okay,